You don't need problems. Oh, I got to have a problem. No, that's a math thing. Numbers. You don't need a problem. And what happens, what we call a problem, is an obstacle somehow between you and what you say, what you want, or what you're expecting, or what you think needs to happen in order to feel good, prevent future failure, blah, 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 all that stuff. But if we take a look at it, or even in a sense, when people, they leave their body and so they go to the astral plane, they go to the place where they meet their old relatives, or maybe if they're still there, and all that stuff. And then they give you the past life review, so you can see all the miserable, horrible things you've done all your life, so you can feel really guilty. So the only way to make amends is you have to take another body, you have to go back there, you've got to work it out, because this is who you are. It doesn't work. Don't fall for that. That's not true at all. That's just a way to capture you, and you're captured through problems. And what we have to look at is, first of all, stop labeling and naming something a problem, because then it then becomes a math situation, something you have to figure out, something you have to work out, that you have to add the pros and the cons and then decide who and what. That's just a mind thing. You don't need that. Yeah, you can use that left brain for some things that you need in that sense, but we're creative beings. That is the feminine nature. That's Shakti. And we're also, and as spirit souls, and remember, these are labels, and labels never can define you or anything. That's something we're calling it, we're categorizing it. Like I could say, oh, that's a cedar tree, that's a little baby cedar tree over there. Well, we call it a tree, but the tree isn't who and what it is. Just like they can call you this physical body, or you take a picture, like even now, a representative that you're seeing. That's not me. And even the body, that's not me. And that's not, your body isn't you over there, that you are viewing this through this body and your senses. But what I'm really talking to and being is with you. And that's where we're connecting. And so stop labeling things. And people say, this was tragic. This was unbearable. It was the worst moment of my life. It was a chance in a lifetime. Is that if you get your chances, you're gambling? See how small we've become in our own, by even the words and thoughts that we have. Like somebody says, oh, just my luck, it won't happen. Or it's just my luck and I never have any. I never won anything in my entire life. Oh, really? It's all of this thinking, and the person believes all that, and that's who they think they are. And then people will defend and promote those beliefs, those concepts to the death of leaving their body and torture themselves and all of this, fighting this, and I'm going to get you because this, and it's all to manipulate you as a distraction so you aren't powerful within yourself. And so what we call a problem is someone or an event or something that we're afraid of. And we actually are afraid of who and what we hate. And it's just like, I love you. That does not mean, though, that we're going to ever meet each other, or that we're going to be best friends all the time, or we're going to live together, or that doesn't mean any of that. There's this love that we feel and mutual respect, and there's people like us everywhere. And the problem here, I call it a problem. The challenge, let's call it a different word, or let's say opportunity. And I think there's a Chinese symbol that says, one side says crises and the other side is a symbol for opportunity. And what we call then a problem is an opportunity to actually have it be solved, where you never have that problem again. And what happens when problems, challenges like that are repetitive, they were never solved. And how the mind operates, and the people who live from the psychopathic mind that's based on killing, force, torture, control, abuse, you see. And their work is to create problems for you, for survival. You're beyond survival. You're an eternal being. And the number one illusion is that you are limited to this physical body. This is the only reality. So then your desires are always for attaining something or someone on the outside, even the physical body, that is going to give you happiness and pleasure without the slightest hint of distress. If you observe your mind for a while and those thoughts and where and what it does, and you just start watching that, just notice that's not yours. We all have that in common. Our minds are all working in the same way. And when you notice that, and you notice that's it, you really know what's up with everybody else who's following the mind. And in every moment, you see, what we say is a problem is we tried to solve it in the mind. Be good enough, have everybody like you, be wealthy enough in money and glory, and what, you know, how to survive it, how to make it. Those words, those slogans are so deeply imprinted that most people never even think about, or not even have the awareness of challenging that. We're free of any belief, any concept. We don't need beliefs or concepts. That's not who we are. And so how will we ever know that is by practicing that, by being that. And then when a so-called problem comes, notice you're labeling it, what you're doing with it, turn within. And then talk to your God within and just say, hey, what's my desire here? What's my intention? And that has to be in harmony with who you really are. I'll tell you, when you say what a problem, you should find that animals are afraid of humans, and humans are afraid of animals, and humans are afraid of humans. Animals are afraid of it. We're living in a fear-based society from the mind. Better take cover. Better protect yourself. Better do that, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. You know, make it a killing. We need some fresh blood. I mean, all of this. And if you're part of that, that is your future. So drop problems. Go strictly right to the self, to the divine, your partner within, and truly from your highest intention desire then that perfect outcome that is for the highest good truly of all. And it doesn't mean maybe temporary. It looks, well, they're happy, they feel good for the moment, so it was good. That's not really it. It's the kind of bliss or happiness or joy that never leaves you, but is full of all the variety of love and caring and joy and beauty. Yes, it's who we are. So there's nothing for you to worry about ever again. If it's a concern, then go within. Solve it from the place of the absolute.